Hey everybody, welcome back. Happy Friday, July 2nd. It's the beginning of a new month. We've made it halfway through 2021. So I want to talk to you a little bit about goals first. What are your goals? How do you plan on ending the year strong? So today we're going to talk a little bit about running away from God. So God sometimes speaks to you in different ways, gives you different signs. He reveals certain things to you, but we don't always agree with what God reveals. So sometimes we try to do things our own way. Sometimes we try to run away from God. We try to escape what he's telling us to do or do everything because it's not what we have, our plans that we necessarily have for ourselves. But we're going to talk about how and why we can't run away from God. God, first of all, God created us. God sees and knows everything. Even before we actually do anything, God already knows, right? So let me tell you a little story about Jonah. Jonah thought that God talked to him and told him that he needed him to go to this city, Nineveh, because the city was full of destruction. It was sinking. There were so many things that were happening in the city that were ungodly, right? So God wanted He wanted to use Jonah to help this city, to let this city know that, hey, you guys are going down the wrong path. It's time to turn around. But Jonah said, nah, not yet, God. I'm not ready for that. That's not necessarily what I want to do. So what did Jonah do? Jonah found a ship. He hopped on it. He said, I'm going the opposite way. I'm going far, far away. And it was like, in his mind, he's probably like, yeah, God, you thought I was going to do this, but I'm going to do something else. But God, the way God works, God said, no, I got something I want you to do. No matter where you run, no matter how far you go or what you try to do, I'm going to still be there. I'm going to come. I'm going to make your comfortable situation uncomfortable. I'm going to make it so that you going to need to come back and realize, hey, I got to do what God told me to do. Jonah was like, this storm is for me. This is because of what I did, not because of what y'all did. So if y'all want this storm to stop, y'all got to throw me overboard. Go just throw me overboard because, listen, God, I'm running away from God. God is here, and I got to listen to him. So they just threw him on over, right? And then, but Jonah didn't know that God already had a fish waiting for Jonah. So when Jonah made it into this ocean, that was this big fish, right? This big fish, and Jonah was inside of this fish for 3 days, y'all. 3 whole days. And while Jonah was in there, what did he do? He just kept praying, asking God to deliver him, get him out of this. He'll do what God has called him to do while he was in this well. And on 3 days, what happened? He made it back to land. His fish spit him out and put him back on land. So at the end of the day, you can't run from God. It don't matter how fast you can run, whatever hurdles you can hop. God is always there. He sees, he hears, he knows everything. And when God wants to use you, he will use you, okay? No matter how comfortable you feel in your situation and you don't want to you don't want to change, but if it's for what God is telling you to do, he's going to make it happen regardless. Just like Jonah. Jonah thought he was going to escape. He thought he was going to run away. God shut that down. That storm came, made it very uncomfortable for Jonah. And what did Jonah end up having to do? He had to fall back to his knees and pray, asking God to save him from this. And let me tell you this, God will always be there. He's your best friend. So just continue to let him lead your way, all right? So always believe in yourself, overcome anything you're facing. Watch your dreams manifest before your eyes and become who God has called you to be.